just going through that and being so isolated, like I was an only child already, so, so I was used to having some time that sets the background a little bit, but I was used to having that solo time. But coming from being a sophomore in high school, swimming, playing water polo, surfing my brains out every chance I could get, and having that all ripped away from me was really tough. Like I remember sitting at one of the doctor's offices and saying like, "Is this gonna be fine? Like, can I go on my surf trip this spring still?" Like, like I didn't have the perspective of how bad it was. Like it was gradual. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. Like I didn't realize, hey, I'm losing my sight in this eye forever, for months. So the gravity of how bad of an injury it was and everything that I was going to have to go through, it was gradual. And kind of the rock bottom was just being alone, being isolated, not seeing my friends, and trying to understand like why is this happening, and, realizing that I have the power to change this experience based on my attitude, because I could get horribly depressed and I was sad. Like it fucking sucked. There's no beating around it. It fucking sucked. But I started looking at like, I think this happened to me and for me for a reason. Now what can I get out of this situation, and changing the narrative of why is this happening for me instead of why is this happening to me.
Yeah.
That really changed it for me.
So on the narrative, so I'm a parent. Okay, both of you guys aren't parents yet, right? You're not a parent yet, right, Rain?
No.
So from a parent's point of view, I'm curious. Usually in, we'll call it tragedy or adversity you went through, parents do two things. They either coddle you more or they withdraw. What happened with your parents, and how did that dynamic change in your relationship after this incident happened?
Mm. I've had a lot of questions asked about this. Nobody's ever asked me that question. Mm.
I got the chills, bro.
Mm.
Whew.
So my parents were divorced. They split up when I was about 4.5, and they co-parented pretty well, and they both really rallied behind